Guys, it's me, Courtney. If you've been following me on Facebook, you might have seen that I'm doing some little nail art challenges on my Nail Art for Beginners Facebook page, where you can recreate my designs and post pictures of them in that group. I know we're all very excited for Christmas nails, it's coming, but for now, we're going to do these little autumn leaves. I did a lot of these already this year, and no two have been the same, but they've all been equally beautiful. So today I'm going to show you how I did that. Well, let's put them there so that you can see them. Oops. So I've already gone ahead and painted this nail with a dark blue. I used Blue Sky Winter Range 04. I love this color. This is only one coat. It covers so well. You can totally get away with one coat of that color. I've used it a lot, so I'm nearly running out. I did put a matte top coat on this just because I prefer to paint over top of a matte top coat, but you can do it over a glossy as well. To paint the the leaves, first I'm going to do it in white so that you can really see the colors and it doesn't blend with the blue. So for my painting with white, I use this gel paint from Lisicon. It's really super thick and I absolutely love working with it. So I will use, oh hello, not yet. I'll use this brush. It's just a, I don't know, a medium brush. Now, when you think about the leaves, you have to think about the structure of them, I guess. This one is very, very easy. It's just got some of these little knobby bits on the sides, and so that one is dead easy. We'll do that first. This is a little bit more complicated, and you'd think being Canadian I would be able to do a maple leaf really well, but I do struggle with this a little bit. So we just think about the spines of the leaves. If you've ever picked one up and looked at it, you'll know what I'm talking about. It just has one down the middle, and then it goes in kind of a V, and then there's two on the sides here. So that's what I'm really keeping in my mind when I'm painting the leaf. So let's do the little oak leaf first. Here we go. I'll do it just like this one. So on the top, I'll do just one line. That's the main stem of the leaf. And then I'll go down either side and make some more lines. Now the beauty of leaves, I think I mentioned this in my poppy video last week, is that they're never perfect, especially in autumn. You know, quite often they're all broken and dried up on the ground. So don't worry too much about making them perfect. So I've got some lines. I'm just going to round them out a bit, make them a little bit bigger around the top. Here we go. This paint is absolutely beautiful to work with. Now you want to give yourself enough space to add the color, because you want to add a few different colors, you know, red and orange, and if you don't have enough space, you won't be able to see them really. So make your leaf big enough, oops, that you can see them. And if you make a mistake, just roll with it. I'm going to make another set of knobbly bits because I messed that up. That's cool. See how easy is that? Now for the maple leaf. Oh, I'm nervous. Maple leaves. Okay, I'm going to do one line for the middle spine. At the top, you want it to be a bit pointy. They are a bit pointy at the tops, so I'm not going to use too much paint up there. So that's the top spine, and then there will be like a V here. And then the two smaller V's on the bottom. Okay, beside each one of these top corners are two other corners. So I'll just put little dots just so I can get an idea of what the heck I'm doing here. And these ones as well. Okay, let's fill it in Get a little bit of paint. I'm going to fill it in from the middle because I know that bit needs more. So I'll just go back and collect some more paint from there. So it kind of goes in a little curvy line. There's that one. I'll make this a little bit taller to come down like that. Oh, that one needs to be a little bit taller as well. See? Already it's taking shape. Okay, you can't really see that side, so. Okay, now for the in-between bits, I was looking at a leaf earlier, and it kind of is rounded. It's not a corner, so I'm going to try and bring it in and round it a little bit. See? It's working. Now this is kind of the boring part. It takes a lot of effort, but it pays off in the end when you get to paint the colors. Okay, so where's that corner? There it is. Oh, my eye is watering. Excuse me. Okay, we're nearly done this bit. Once you have the basic shape of it, you can go in and see what you want to, I don't know, enhance. So I don't really like the way that it's super big over there. So I'm gonna just make these pieces a little bit bigger so that he's a wee fat leaf. I mean, you can have a skinny leaf. It doesn't matter. This is just the way I'm doing it today. Some days I have dead skinny leaves. I think the most important part is that you just have good definition on these top bits so that you can tell it's a leaf. This is much more complicated than that one, isn't it? Okay, when you're happy, then stick it in the lamp and cure it. Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm going to put this away so that I don't ruin it with the UV light and just wipe my brush off because I don't want to use white anymore. The colors that I'm going to use to paint the leaf, I've got an orange and a red and a yellow, and I have a brown as well. Yeah, I use different brands. Don't judge me. So I've got these already decanted onto a little, oh shoot, a little piece of stone. Here it is. Just got a little bit. I'm going to use the same pink brush to fill in the colors once that white is done curing. Hopefully it doesn't cure my things. It's that here. Should be nearly done. That'll do. I don't have time to wait for the lights. Okay, so first go in with your yellow. Don't use too much, but cover it. You know, yellow is going to be your base color. You can go outside the lines a little bit. It don't matter. It's art. Here we go. We're filling this in. Can you see? Yeah. It's been a long time since I made videos. I have to get used to everything again. Okay, so that's the yellow done on that one. Oh, I'm loving it already. So if you want to join in sharing your photos, with me. I love to see everybody's work. I love it when people recreate things that I've done. And it really shows that I'm helping people. You can share them on my Nail Art for Beginners Facebook page. If you look in the description, I should put a link down there. If I haven't, then remind me, because I can be forgetful sometimes. There's no prize or anything, but at least you get to share your work, and you can see what other people have done as well, because everybody has a different take on things. Okay, I'm going to clean that yellow off my brush, and then I'm going to go in with some orange. So you could do it with the orange coming from one side, or you could even add some green if you wanted, because sometimes leaves are like that. But usually I like to put the darker colors just in the middle. So I start there, and then I'll blend it out. And because I haven't cured the yellow, it's all gonna blend really nicely. Just work your polishes together. If you find you're not getting a good blend, then just wipe some of the polish off your brush, because you might have too much. So just blend, blend, blend. Once you get it so that it's quite blended, you can go in with your brush and do where the spines would be, and try and remove some of the polish. It will just help give it some depth, you know. Okay, we'll do the same up here, but this one's very small in comparison, so I barely need any orange at all. Okay, cool, coming together, right? Then going with your red. Red is obviously a lot darker and stronger, so you're not going to need as much at all, depending on how red you want your leaf to be, I guess. So I'll do the same and just go where the spines would be and start blending. You might think it's quite pointless to go with the orange as well as the red, but it's not. It's all about the depth and the different colors. So we're just blending. Don't rush this part. You really want to be happy with your blends. So we'll just get a tiny bit of red for the top one. I'd love to see if somebody does it with some green. That's my challenge for you, to try to make it look like a leaf that's just fallen, and he's still got a little bit of green in him. Now, if you have some pretty strong lines, like I have here, I can see the lines. You can go back in with some yellow and just soften that up a bit if you want. You don't have to, but you can. Just play around with it. It's supposed to be fun, right? Okay, I'm pretty happy with that, so I'll put that in the light now. For the middle parts, on this one I used a little bit of brown, and I used a little bit of white as well, and some gold actually. So the gold that I used, is it this one? I don't know. No, that's silver. Can't use silver for autumn leaves, that's silly. This is gold. It's a stamping gel that I got from Born Pretty, and it's just really thick, pigmented gel that I like to use for highlighting stuff. Oh, come here. Okay, that's cured. So I'll go in with some brown. I'm using a striping brush for this. I'm not going to use very much at all, so I'm just dragging it through so that there's barely any on my brush, just enough so that I can see it. And if when you're painting, if you leave the polish on the brush for too long, it tends to get this little ball at the end, which is super annoying. But then just go back in and flatten it out, or you can flatten it out on your fingernail and just make sure that you have even coverage of the polish on your bristles. So I'll just go down the spine. This is a really subtle look. I have too much polish on there. Really subtle. Don't want too much at all. And then you'll cover this up with some gold as well. This brown is a little bit shimmery. It doesn't matter if yours is. I'll just put a couple lines on here. Not every little thing is going to get a line. So there, that's that with the brown. I'm just going to flash cure that for 10 seconds so that I don't mess it up. Now I'll go in with some white. I use the same gel that I used before. That's that. So for this as well, not very much polish at all. I wouldn't suggest doing white highlights with a regular gel polish because it just won't be thick enough and you won't be able to get a super fine line. So I'm only going to use the tip of my brush here and just highlight some spots, and the same on this little guy. Okay, let's flash cure that as well. Just 10 seconds, clean the brush off, put the gel away, and then we'll do the gold. And then it's done. You can either top coat the whole thing, or you could just top coat the leaves and leave the rest of it matte. I've done that before as well. That'll do. You could even add glitter to this too. I mean, the options are endless. That's why I love nail art so much. Okay, I'm going to go over the same lines. So there's been brown, there's been white, and yeah, I might cover up some of them with the gold. Some of the brown might be covered with white. It just all adds to the overall effect. So that middle line I covered up with gold. You can't really see the white, but the side one I didn't. And then maybe I'll add some more little lines in gold. Okay, so literally that's that done. Let's give that a little cure, and then I'll come back when we're ready to top coat. Okay, so if you wanted to just top coat the leaves, then I would recommend using something like the pink brush that we used to draw the white. So you could just go in and only put top coat over top the leaves so they stay shiny, but the rest of it stays matte. That's quite a cool look. Or you can just whack some top coat on the whole thing, which is what I'm going to do. Just make sure you have it all covered. And then you're done. Super cute little autumn leaves. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope you'll try it and show me your recreations on my Facebook page. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.